Alright guys, welcome back to another video. We have got my Subaru Mini Z here, and I did already upgrade the LF1 tires. I did not put a video out for it. I did kind of put a little bit of a drifting video out this morning, just a little fun around the living room. Today we are going to put the upgrades that I think are most necessary to make a better drifter out of one of these, and we're not going to run it today, but we'll come back in the future and run it. So, here is my Mini Z. It's got crap all over it. Alright. So here it is. Without all the crap all over it. I'm going to kind of look at a few things. I don't exactly know how these all come apart and how you put this in it or you put that in it, but I have an idea. So we're going to take a look and we're going to put some parts in it. So first thing I got is, we'll do this one first just because I know it's going to be the easiest to install. You don't really have to take anything apart. This is the motor cover. And what this does is it sucks heat off the motor. This goes right here and it makes it look better. But it also protects your fingers from the motor. So, let's go on here just like that. Look at that. Easiest upgrade I've ever done in my life so far. So next, we have got the one-way. And the one-way is right here. And it looks like you have to install the gear on it and everything. So let's open this up. See if they give you any kind of directions how to pull the car apart. And it looks like they do. So it looks like it's going to be pretty decent, not too bad. Looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, first we gotta put on the gears. So let's do that. These screws look just freaking tiny. I hope we don't lose any of them. Get up very, very carefully. Very carefully dump this out right here on the table. I mean, you can see these screws are just little. So I got this Mini Z repair kit here. We're gonna need this screwdriver, and then it looks like from the directions, this goes over this. I might have to tighten them. Tighten this one up now. Sorry guys, these parts are so small that it's kind of hard to just have it in front of the camera 24/7. I mean, look how small that little screw is. You can't even release the camera, won't even pick it up. Alright, so there is your rigid axle built. Now, we are going to pull off all these. Gonna need a little bit bigger screwdriver for that, so we get this one in here. So watch your screw sizes. You don't want to get things mixed up when you're putting it back together. So now just very carefully pull that off. Then you're going to need these bearings. Notice what way your gear came out. It's the way it's going to go right back in. So this plastic one you could probably even pull apart and glue in it. And it would make it a rigid gear too. There's some plastic in here. I don't know what that's from. So now guys, I did not order shocks for the rear because supposedly online they say the rear is stiff enough. So got that one way in there, putting our springs back on. Now when you throw this back on, I want to make sure this is all lined back up. I'll get that nice rigid in there. see here if I can remagnetize these. Thought they were already magnetized. At one time they probably were. Just make sure everything in the back is still functioning. Oh. So as you can see, now the rear end is a rigid diff, or an all-in-one, or however you want to call it. So now our next job is going to be doing this front suspension. And what we're doing here is we're going to get it stiffer. So, the front suspension looks like it's pretty simple. Looks like you just pull this. Alright. So, it looks like we're going to go for yellow. Actually, we might just do orange to try it out. Because if you look, orange, we're going to go with orange. Let's say you want it stiffer, but I'm not sure how much stiffer you'd actually want it, honestly. I didn't think in drift cars you wanted your front suspension super stiff, but I'm not a drifter. But we're going to try orange, see how it does, and if we got to tune it more in the future, we will. Kind of all connected and spiral each other. So there's an orange one. There's my other orange one. Connected in here, these 18 springs. Red one. Another orange one. Here is a stock one, black. Orange one does feel stiffer, I will say that. Careful when doing these, guys. You don't want to lose nothing. Kind of a bitch. Black one out. Oh yeah, way stiffer. gonna go ahead and screw this side in. Sure, everything's kind of working. It's nice and stiff now. So there we go, guys. That was everything. Not too bad of a job to do. Do it pretty quickly. These parts are expensive. I actually ordered the rigid axle or rear end from Amazon. It was like 37 bucks. The front suspension, I think, was 13 bucks. So not super bad, but kind of expensive. Then I would suggest you guys getting like a little tote or something to kind of keep your Mini Z parts in, just because of how small they are. You don't want to lose them. Let's see if I got any more containers on this. And I do. All these lovely batteries. Put it in here with all this. I should probably go through this and see what's going on with this. Alright. Those in there. Actually, I'm going to throw all these parts in here so I don't lose them. Throw this over in here too. There we go. Fantastic, guys. So, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see this thing getting drifted, you want to see how much if it truly helps, because we will be testing these upgrades for myself. Even though the gurus of online say they help, I want to make sure myself they do. So, I will have a video coming out very soon of us drifting with these upgrades on, and we'll see how well it does.